And then
when you say your people, very quickly explain, even though you're from Thailand, Burma, what you mean you visit your people. I know we are your people here, but you have a special, go ahead, what you mean?
I'm Korean.
Korean.
Korean, not Korean. People, when I said Korean, they said Korean. So I'm not Korean, I'm Karen, K-A-R-E-N, Karen. And we speak Karen language. Good morning, we say Golewe. Okay. And the Karen people are persecuted by the Burmese in Burma. And then the revolution broke out. They're fighting there for over 65 years. And killings and burnings and everything happened there. And then after about 50 years, then they cannot live there anymore. So they run out outside of the Burma and then cross over to Thailand and stay in refugees camp in Thailand. And after about 20 years in refugees camp, they migrated to the third country, like America, Australia, Canada, and Europe, and Japan.
And so you have quite a few Korean people here in America.
We have quite a few, over 50,000 in America here.
And so you are traveling around like Paul did to strengthen the church.
Yeah.
Would you say that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm traveling around to visit them and encourage them and also teach them about health message. And now to this time, this trip, I have a Timothy follow me now. And a young man, Timothy.
Okay, could y'all stand up? And so, very quickly, what's your name again?
Paul.
That's Paul. And Paul is coming from what part of the United States, Paul?
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
St. Paul, Minnesota.
He's the Timothy right now. And Paul has been traveling too, helping to church plant, and Paul is a potential student of M.E.E.T Ministry. Hey. And
hopefully next year.
He's a sinner.
He's from Kansas City. Yeah. And so how long are you going to be in the States here? Thank you.
I'll be in the state in another 1.5 months.
Okay.
September and October 15, I'll be going back because I have to prepare for the next training.
All right. And so how can we help you for the work there in Thailand?
The most needed thing is prayer. We need Holy Spirit so everybody can wake up in prayer. But the second thing is, financial needs that we need there. Because every meetings we are doing, we have to feed people and and then the teachers to be paid too. Anyhow, the Lord is so good and He's sending this, enough means each year so that we can meet the need there.
And so it's countries like us, people that really helps to support that work.
Yes.
Right. And finally, when Pastor Moore came to school, and I remember they were going to take you to get a haircut. Was that you? You remember that?
Yes.
And how much was they going to charge you for the haircut? You remember that? How much was it? You remember?
$8 too much for me.
All right. But so why did you not get $8? How does that relate to the money in Thailand?
$8 is something around 250 baht.
All right.
And that can feed about 10 of my students.
Did you hear that?
A day.
$10 can feed 10 students in Thailand. I mean $8. That was 2001, dear. Inflation going up now. and remember, you change your diet and not, you all have a little Western in you because you wanted my wife to cook pizza without an oven.
Yes, I'm not teaching my people healthy pizza.
The first day I said, you don't do a cooking school. I said, what you want? We're going to use a food that's indigenous to your country. We want pizza. And that was no oven there. So I thank God that my wife was able to adapt. Pastor Moore, listen, $8 can feed a lot of folk. Before Pastor Moore leaves here, when we have a special offering, could you really remember that and write it out to if we have a check or cash? How would you deal with a check, though? You're going back. You need cash, right?
You can write a check to EOF Foundation.
EOF Foundation. I don't see nobody writing that down.
Just write Education Opportunity Foundation.
EOF Foundation. EOF Foundation.
Yes, EOF missions.
EOF mission. I mean, brothers and sisters, we blow $8. Pastor, we just want to have a quick word of prayer with Pastor for more. And we've been long friends, and he keep trying to drag me back over. I'm going to send my other associates. All right, they can go instead of me, right?
Yes, when.
Okay,